Title Update 20 for Tom Clancy's The Division 2 saw massive increases to a certain attribute that has long been derided: health. Are these changes good? Are the devs winding back the clock to an earlier version of the Division? Or are we seeing the devs begin to lose the plot with how agents should play the game? I think these changes are ill-advised, and let's find out why.
Hey agents, it's Dispatch. Welcome to the channel, where we talk about the math, builds, lore, and game design of Tom Clancy's The Division 2. Let's get stuck into it.
Alright, so first, let's talk about how health has functioned, what changes were made, and how they play into the current state of the game. And then we can talk about how they might change further. Health is an attribute that exists on every agent, and is about 300,000 with the max watch. Armor is a layer of protection on top of that gets damaged first. Health is only damaged during some status effects or when your armor is gone. Armor has about 770,000 base with the watch. Both armor and health can be increased by attributes on your gear. Health provides a small buffer of protection and can take about maybe 3 bullets maximum from any enemy, less from enemies that do more damage. In order for our health to regenerate, we need to avoid damage for several seconds, and it will take a couple of seconds for that to refill. If your health is depleted, a mechanic kicks in which I'll call second chance or saving throw, where you become invincible for a second or two. This was likely introduced by the devs to prevent one-shot kills on agents, allowing us to get to cover if we make a mistake and help the game feel more fair. This mechanic, once used, goes on cooldown for several minutes and cannot be reset as far as I know. So after you've healed up, you'll need to play more conservative because that mechanic will not be there to save you for the rest of the fight and possibly into the next couple of fights. The only thing that repairs your health, other than the innate health regen, is Hunter's Fury, health on kill bonus, and Firewall's health on kill bonus. Health attributes typically were 10%, meaning they provided about 30,000 to your total health and armor pool, which is absolutely irrelevant. Since there were no meaningful ways to increase your health, health served the purpose of simply being an indicator to the player that they were in danger of going down, rather than a component of their build to spec into and use. And therefore, players didn't really care about the health on kill values. Fast forward to Title Update 20 and the new brand and gear sets have big health bonuses on them, as well as the old health attributes are getting big buffs. Now adding 60% or 70% health to your build becomes much more appealing, as that can add an armor core's worth of effective health pool to your build. One of these attributes plus a shield can give you a relatively large effective health pool to give you an extra bit of soak for an all-red build to deal with the occasional damage you receive. Hunter's Fury got a nerf to its health on kill due to these changes, but you can still get 80% from Hunter's Fury and Firewall. Firewall is the best specialization for Hunter's Fury due to the Striker Shield giving you huge damage increases and extra protection for close quarters fights that Hunter's Fury is made for. On the surface, it doesn't seem like anything else synergizes with health, since nothing impacts it. We don't have any health regen, health repair, or bonus health bonuses like we have with armor. What this secretly buffs is armor on kill builds, particularly Clutch. Clutch repairs armor and only armor. It's hard to tell from the description, but its repair value is based on how much armor you are missing, not how much armor you have on your build. If you're taking lots of damage and have no armor left, a vector with 50% accuracy will give you 15% armor repair. If you have 50% armor, the effect will be much less. At 99% armor, the repair will be basically nothing. Clutch also doesn't take effect unless we have low armor or unless we get a kill. So if we have a big health pool, in theory, we can take damage and still have tons of repair. This goes for armor on kill. Usually the first kill or two we get no repair from armor on kill because we're at full armor. If we can afford to lose some of that armor stripped away, we can make better use of armor on kill. Now I said at the beginning of this, in theory, because these strategies are playing with fire. If health is no longer our indicator for when we are going to go down, we don't have any sort of backstop. We're putting ourselves in a risky position where a little bit of extra damage, or getting hit by a sniper warhound, or not securing a kill, or dealing with server desync can kill us. Maybe the devs see this as a viable skill gap to allow high skill players to make use of the mechanic, while others still won't be able to. If this is the case, I vehemently disagree with this design philosophy. Health cannot be relied on. In my opinion, buffing the amounts of health are a trap for new players and muddy the mechanics of the game. Leave health alone, as it functions, and don't make an already complex game that much more opaque to new players. In my opinion, now we've got more gear and brand sets that still have bad attributes, 511 still being the main culprit. We don't need health to become another form of armor because we already have armor. God forbid they add health repair into the game. I've already voiced my opinion on the changes that should be made to brand sets, so check out that video if you haven't already. Those are the changes that should be made instead of trying to make health an attribute. Just as a final caveat, I get that in PvP these health values might be game changers. The reason that is the case is because PvP plays completely differently than PvE. Changes in PvP should stay in PvP and not affect PvE. Yielding to one damages the other in almost every case. They are essentially two separate games that mistakenly use the same framework. Alright, so we talked about what the changes to health were, how they could be used, and my opinion on them. I still think they should completely remove health attributes and focus on introducing more interesting bonuses in their place. But what do you think? Tell us in the comments below and get the discussion going. If you've ever commented, you know that I try and respond to everybody because all feedback is welcome. Thumbs up the video and subscribe because that's what all of us cool agents do. And check out our playlists and the other creators in the description to learn more. Finally, agents, until next time, this has been Dispatch. Take care out there.